up, guys? And welcome back to the channel. And we are back with another episode of My Sweet Mistake. We're not gonna have a recap because I've already recorded this episode. So if the characters look a little different than the last episode, that's why. Not gonna recap. Trying to get this episode out in time. I tried to record ahead. Phone recording did not like that, so here we are reading again. So if the characters do look a little different, then in the beginning we'll be back to the original characters, but this is just for now. And basically the whole gist of last episode is Boria and Florence realizes that this marriage is going to be a mess because they butt heads, they're stubborn, and it's just going to be a real mess. Anywho, let's just jump into it. For the love of God, this girl's doing my head in. In a short space of time, I learned how easy and fun it was to get under her skin. I don't know why, but I've kind of enjoyed it. Didn't anyone teach you to knock before entering someone's room? Do you always have to be undressed? A girl needs to wash and dress herself. Are you f***ing done? Charming. Answer the damn question. Yes, I am. The moment I turned around and saw her dressed in a white two-piece outfit, I completely forgot why I was here. Suddenly, the reason didn't matter anymore. It was irrelevant. Compared to what stood in front of me, it was like staring at an angel. I couldn't discriminate anything about her. Her olive skin glowed and her wavy strawberry blonde hair shined effortlessly around her. She was a sight that would bring any man to their knees. She was different from all the other girls around me. She was bold and confident. She loved to challenge me, something I was starting to enjoy, but I couldn't afford letting her get in my head. I wasn't good for any girl. How can I help you, sir? Oh, you make this so easy. You find all this funny? I found the situation fucked up, but I find you funny. That's a first. People have found me many things, but none of them was funny. He's so cute when he's thinking, what the fuck was that out there? Until he talks. I wish he would not talk so I could just stare at his handsome face. I'm talking to you. I was hungry? I'm not talking about you being hungry. I'm talking about you walking around half naked flirting with my man. You didn't want to help me, so what was I meant to do? I'm not here to help you. You're so mean. Are you always this grumpy? I'm not grumpy. I'm frustrated. Why? Because I'm stuck with you. Because it hasn't been 24 hours and you've managed to drive me up the wall. You've turned my house and my life upside down. Wow, I did all that in less than 24 hours? That's quite impressive, don't you think? Oh, he mad at me at. He mad at me at. All this may be fun for you, but this is my life and my work that you've turned into a joke. Excuse me? You married me. I didn't force you into it. It worked in your favor, didn't it? What favor? I'm stuck with a ticking bomb that could explode at any moment. I don't understand what your problem is. You decided to crash my wedding and marry me. I didn't create this mess for you. You did that all on your own. What you fail to understand is that I don't tolerate disobedience. You break my fucking rules and go against me constantly. You'll leave me no fucking choice but to throw you in a cell and lose the key. That's a little extreme for someone that was only hungry. I don't care if you were dying from starvation. You should have waited for me. You're being ridiculous. I'm not a child to wait and ask for permission to eat. What's ridiculous is you and the way you behave. You don't understand the situation you are in. What I'm capable of doing to you if you don't listen. I just needed clothes and food. You make it sound like I was about to escape. I don't care what your reasons were. I'm in charge here, not you. I asked you for your help. You decided not to help me. If you did, none of this would have happened. I don't need to help you. This isn't a real marriage. You and I aren't a real couple. You're just a tool I'm using to destroy Mark. Don't you understand that? Well, that plan of yours backfired. Mark doesn't even care about me. To be honest with you, he's probably laughing his head off because he fooled you. She kept defying me, and it was driving me up the wall. I don't know if I could control myself any longer. She needed to see the monster I am, and maybe then she'll know when to keep her mouth shut. I grabbed my phone and started to dial. Ring, ring, ring. Hello, hello, hello. What is he up to? Cruz, find me Mark Messi and bring him to the warehouse. Oh, Mark dead, y'all. Shit. Soon you'll learn not to mess around with me. You're gonna kill him? And if you aren't careful, you'll be next. What do you want from me? You put me in this situation and expect me not to have any clothes or eat anything? What I want from you is to not walk around my house half naked. I want you not to talk to my men. If you want anything, you ask me and I'll see if you deserve it. That's what I want from you. I'm not a child. I don't need permission from you to do anything. Until you carry my name and you live under my roof, you will do what the fuck I want you to do. Is that understood? Is that understood? And what if I don't want to? Then you'll spend your time in a cell and out of my way. Is that understood? Yes. Good. Oh gosh, they're so angry. They're so angry. We love a good enemies to lovers arc. Because they are straight enemies right now. We're going to be true lovers before the end. I teared off my jacket in frustration and threw it to the other side of the gym. My nostrils flared and my heavy breathing only added to the fuel to the uncontrollable rage that was coiling inside of me. That girl was steering me into madness. She had no idea who I was or what I was capable of. Her constant need to challenge me had me lingering on my last nerve. I pushed every fiber in my body not to lose control. I didn't want her to see the monster that I am. I don't know why. Maybe if she saw who I am, the real me, she would know her place and stop defying me. But for whatever reason, she made me hide that side of me, the side I didn't care who saw. With her, it was different. For that reason, I felt the urge to control it, drown it, burn it deep down as much as I could. But she was irritating, taking nothing seriously and behaving in ways that got under my skin. The crazy thing is, I was letting her. Standing there and arguing with her back and forth had my veins burning in anger. I needed to get out of there, be far away from her. I needed to control my anger, and I couldn't lose control now. Gripping my fist into a ball, aiming to distract myself from her. I forced myself out of her room and into the gym. I needed to punch something. I needed to get this rage out of me before I did something I'll regret. Before she saw the real monster I am. What's the matter with you? Not in the mood. Get out! Fine, I only came to tell you your in-laws are here and Mom is swallowing them up. Fuck's sake, I forgot about her parents. There you are. Miss Valentina. She's very cute. I'm very curious to know, though, why everybody has a scar. Because we talked about that in, I think it was the first episode. All his friends have scars. He has a scar. She has a scar. Like, what's the story behind that? You got married today and didn't invite me? It's complicated. Then you better start from the beginning. I'm not in the mood for explaining right now. Everyone already knows. I heard Dad talking to Uncle Brando about it. If you already know, why are you here asking me? No need to be rude. I wanted to hear it from you. Can we do this another time? I honestly don't have the patience to get into it. He married her to make her fiance suffer. That's the story that's going around. It seems like a good idea at the time. Looks like you're the one suffering. Didn't know she was going to be a nightmare. I thought she was like all the other girls. It's not funny. I'm about to lose complete control. Are you admitting you made a mistake? This isn't the time to get one over me. Oh, come on. It's not often you make a mistake. At least let me enjoy your suffering. Do you want me to have a chat with her? I can scare her with my skills. That won't be necessary. I had a chat with her and told her how things are going to play out if she doesn't listen. Do you think she'll listen? If she's smart, she will. Something tells me she's not that smart. She's smart, but she's stubborn and not very good at listening. Do you want to get out of here and hang out with your favorite cousin for a while? Give yourself a break? Sounds great, but I can't right now. Got to sort out my mom. She's also doing my head in. All right. I'll let you get on with your stuff. If you need to hang out and let loose, you know where to find me. On the tracks. Valentina's kind of iconic, if we're being honest. Fuck's sake. When did my life turn into a soap opera? I kind of feel bad for that woman. I may not know the lady, but I knew how bad my mom can get. From the look on her face, I could tell my mom had been eating her brains for a while. Her eyes were filled with sorrow and concern. She probably been telling her how much of a disappointment her daughter is, or how much she's raised her badly. I've never met such a rude, disrespectful girl before. I'm so sorry. I'll talk to her. Talk to her. I want her out of my house. This marriage isn't real, and I don't see why she should be staying here. Mom, yes, sweetheart. I'm old enough to make my decisions about my own life by myself. If I want her gone, I say so, not you or anyone else. Did you not see what she was wearing in front of your father? I did, and I've talked to her. What is going on now? I want that girl. You want that girl living here with us? No. Like I said earlier, we'll be moving into one of the spare flats in the city until I've got the marriage annulled. Mama said, girl, I don't like none of this. Where is she? She's on the balcony talking to her dad. This can be great for you, darling. He's the boss of a mafia family and a Medici? Mafia? He's much better suited for you. Better than Mark Medici. Now he's selling me to a criminal. Borgia Medici is a very powerful man and comes from a generation of powerful men. And let's not forget money. He's loaded and can give you a good life. Dad, can you hear yourself? Again, the question is, can you? Don't you understand how big this is? This is big for you, not me. I don't see anything great about this. All I see is how sad my life is going to be. Married to a mafia boss who has anger issues and constantly trying to control me? You need someone like him. You're out of control. In fact, he's a perfect guy for you. He'll know how to deal with you. We both know no one wants to marry you because of your wild behavior. Now that he's married you, stop ruining the opportunity that's been given to you. He doesn't want to stay married to me anyways. That's because you've been walking around in only a shirt and doing what the hell you want. Oh, so this is my fault. Let's face it, Florence, you're not marriage material. It was bloody hard finding someone that was actually willing to marry you. I had to sell off some of my shares to get Mark to even agree to marry you. Otherwise, he didn't want anything to do with a wild girl like you. I don't think you could have hurt me more than this. Can you leave? I'm stating the truth, Florence. Stop acting like a child. I've heard enough. You will listen to what I'm going to tell you. You will not ruin this. You will make sure you listen and obey his rules. If he annuls this marriage, you aren't allowed to come home. You'll need to find your own accommodations and a way to support yourself because I've had enough of you. I've been sitting here long enough to hear everything her father said to her, the way he disrespected her and insulted her in all the horrible ways a parent can to their own child. I felt disgusted and couldn't help the rage building up in me again. I wanted to end his miserable life right here in front of her, but this had nothing to do with me and I didn't care for her, but that didn't mean he was allowed to disrespect my wife who carries my name. That's enough. Borgia, yeah, bitch. 'Cause you're a bitch. I don't know how long Borgia had been standing there, but fear washed over me. Did he hear the conversation I had with my dad? My heart started beating uncontrollably at the thought of him knowing how fucked up my life was. He already found me useless and annoying. Now he'll know that my dad felt the same. I felt tears building up in my eyes, and I did my best to control myself from crying and feeling so low. But I couldn't shift the deep and heavy feeling that settled deep inside of me. Warrior was going to use this against me now. I'm Medici to you. Am I sick if I find that hot and sexy? Mr. Medici, I wouldn't mind calling him that. I apologize, Mr. Medici. Talk to my wife like that again, and I'll make sure you never speak again. I apologize. Did he just stand up for me? Get out of my face. I want to talk to my wife alone. Of course. I'm your wife now? Did I say you can talk? Now I need to ask you if I'm allowed to talk. Is that hard for you to understand? You're being ridiculous. Come here. You come here. Will you listen for once and do what you're told? How big is your ego now? Oh, and we're getting to the art. If you guys don't remember, this is the cover of this is the cover we see when we start reading this story. Borgia Medici was a dangerous man. I had learned that not long ago. He was a criminal, a professional killer, who I was now married to and lived in his house and needed to obey his rules. He made his way towards me without taking his eye off me. I wanted to stop my now trembling lips. I didn't want him to know I feared him. But my legs felt too weak to hold me up, and his cold hazel eyes never left mine. He brought his head closer to mine, and a slightly curved lifted in the corner of his beautiful shaped lips, and that I was now staring at. He was no doubt a handsome man, and he knew it. I allowed my eyes wander around his beautiful, decorated body. He was a piece of art that felt like studying. Within a quick split second, he grabbed my hand and pushed himself closer to me, trapped me against the balcony wall in his strong, muscular body. His eyes widened at the thought of what he wanted to do next. My eyes. I could hear my heart beating in my throat and my breathing getting heavier with each moving moment. All I could do was watch him and wait. Having her warm, slim hands in my grip and watching her fearful eyes made me smile. She acted strong and confident, but I loved to see the fear in her eyes when I was close to her. She had every right to be fearing me. I was a dangerous man, one that wasn't good for any woman, but having her body inches away from mine and her hand in grip, I had the sudden urge of crashing my lips against hers and kissing the life out of her. I wanted to teach her a lesson that defying me always ended in bad consequences. It's pretty big. What? He asked me about my ego. Oh! I had to hold back that laugh that wanted to escape my throat. She had a dirty mind and I wasn't any better. Now you know who I am. I do. Does that scare you? No. That wasn't the answer I was looking for. You'll never get the answer you want from me. I'm glad you find that funny. I'm laughing because you still don't know your place. You're a stubborn little girl, and this is only going to get you in trouble. I'm only stubborn when I'm forced to do something I don't want to. And trouble is what I live for. She said her sentence, and I saw her cheeks change to a shade of pink. She may be in my world for a short period of time, but this girl has shown less fear and more confidence than any woman I've been with. The strength she possesses in her was one that I knew was going to be hard to break. Her long lashes and her big blue eyes watched me and stared into them. She had guts. When will you stop challenging me? When will you stop telling me what to do? Boria stood inches away from me. If I moved an inch closer, I was sure our lips would touch. Of course, I don't mind kissing him right now. The thought gave me butterflies. The moment had me feeling hazy, and being lost in his beautiful hazel eyes was something new for me. His strong grip on my hand gave me a sense of how strong he was. His eyes seemed hungry, almost felt like a prey, and he was the hunter. Your father also believes you should listen to me. He believes that you should be controlled. He can think what he likes. No one can control me. Is that a challenge? It's the truth. I see it as a challenge, and I love a good challenge. I don't care what you like. It's not funny. You have courage, I give you that. And you like that. It infuriates me, and believe me, you don't want to see me like that. Why'd you call me your wife? Because you are my wife. We just got married for once. Did you already forget that? You know what I mean. Why did you defend me in front of my father? Because I didn't like the way he spoke to you. You didn't. Why? So many questions. I'm curious. Because you're carrying my name. Oh. Did you think it was because of you? No. She was a terrible liar. Her shaky voice was enough to tell me she was disappointed in my reply. Does she really think I have a heart to care about her? This girl has been in my life for a short space of time, and she was starting to think this was a real marriage. Boria. What? Are you going to kill Mark? Why are you thinking about him? Because I said he was laughing at you, and now you're going to kill him. You don't need to think about him. He needs to pay for what he did to my brother. What did he do? Please tell me what he did for you to be this angry with him. Enough! Go to bed. I've got work to do. Tomorrow we'll go and see the lawyer. A mess. They are a mess, guys. But hopefully, fingers crossed, this is the end that you're seeing. And this video is posted when it's supposed to be posted on Friday. But other than that, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I hope you guys have a good day, night, morning, whatever time you're seeing this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you back here on Monday. Bye.